You are live. Brian, 10 years, Rocklahoma 2018. I'm Jake.
Here we are.
In the cat booth. It's a Sunday afternoon, and we're all sitting here after, this is day 3.
Yeah, are you guys just dead or what? I mean, but hey, you have fans. That's nice right now.
They're not just any fans. They're mounted from the ceiling and almost they're at the perfect angle. You know, some people just lazy and lay it on the floor just to circulate the dust on the ground.
Exactly.
We're actually taking the air, the hot air that floats up, and blowing it back down. It's like a circulation thing, man. It's like a AC 101. You know what I mean?
The hard work and effort is paying off.
I know. If this is New Mexico, we'd have some dry ice behind it too, and everybody would be living the dream. But this is Rocklahoma.
That's true. That is true.
We're in Pryor, America. Day 3, and our tanks are about less than, I would say, an eighth of a tank today. And it almost feels like it's a little bit hotter today. Everybody says it's hot. It's hot, man. But
it is warm.
Does it feel warm to you?
Yeah, I mean, we started this tour in mid-March in Canada with Shinedown, and in this moment.
In March, so it's probably, about 30 degrees?
So we went Western Canada. We went all the way to Dawson Creek, and it was negative 22.
Oh, nice.
So it's bizarre. I mean, like, even packing for this tour, it was like, so we go from negative 22 to basically summertime.
Right.
In Texas and Oklahoma. So
parka to shorts.
Yeah, basically.
To breathable underwear, right?
Yeah, or no underwear. Commando.
Exactly. Commando, totally. Rocklahoma 2018, 10 years rocking the Sunday stage. Man, it's going to be a scorcher out there. Stay hydrated, will you?
And I'm drinking hot coffee right now like a goober, so, you know.
I know. You show up bringing some crayons, too, and I'm thinking, man, you're going to do some crazy art, man. Well, let's get that going on. Let's see what happens here at the cat booth, right?
I like to party.
I know.
What can I say?
We got some Crayola crayons here at the cat booth, man. But listen, you know, we've all got kids now, and that's kind of the day and age we live in, you know, that you got little people back at home, and that explains why you brought the crayons over.
Yep.
And you got little people you got to send stuff back home to, because they don't come on the road with you, do they?
No. There. At some point, I know. See, I have a 10-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 3-year-old, and my 4-year-old's a boy, and he's really into the band thing. Like he's gonna be in a band. That's what he says every day.
He's gonna rock.
He wants to be a rocker. So I know that inevitably at some point he's gonna have to come out and like get a taste of this, but not yet. Not yet.
Right.
You know, I mean.
You have to shield him a little bit.
I'm shielding him a little bit, but, you know, I mean, because, you know, if you come to something like this, there's, like, boobs out everywhere and stuff happening. I don't know. I want to, like, limit the things I have to explain.
Right.
To, like, I'll ration that out over time. I'm not ready for the boob explanation yet.
Well, what I would tell my kids, first thing walking into the gate is, kids, it's Rocklahoma. Some things you can't unsee.
Yeah, I mean yeah, exactly. That's a good one-liner to get them started.
That'll help them understand. Yeah. People sleeping under cars at noon. Those are things you can't unsee. You know.
Correct. And yeah, just don't worry about it. Don't ask. You'll get it one day.
That's right. Because listen, this isn't the 1980s. It's not the debauchery of Sunset Strip. But there is some. We'll say there is some, but not like it used to be. It's a good time to be alive and a good time to be into music and still make music and still be able to play festivals for people and crowds and stuff, you know?
Dude, I have to say, you know, for anyone that says, you know, rock is dead or rock is struggling, come to one of these festivals.
You'll see them.
This is, I mean, as an artist and as somebody that creates, I cannot tell you what it means to us to look out and see a sea of people, because rockers care. People that listen to rock music still come out. They come to shows. They still like to buy the T-shirts.
Yeah.
All that. And
they support it.
Yeah, and you know, in a world where things are based off of YouTube views and numbers and analytics,
metrics.
You know, yeah, you can't replicate this.
You can't. Bodies.
Yeah, I mean, this is, so for us, it's awesome.
A sea of people when you guys are on stage. That's Rocklahoma and any of the festivals. What other ones have you done this summer? Did you guys play Rock on the Range, any of those other ones?
We did, man.
I bet that was crazy.
It's awesome. It's awesome. I mean, so I grew up with, like, you know, I mean, a big influence on our band, Tool, Perfect Circle, bands like that, and And for us, I mean, like, we literally got to see SDP, Tool, Perfect Circle, all those bands on all these festivals. We've done show after show with them. And, I mean, I'm a fangirl.
I know, right?
I totally fan out. And like, I mean, those are the bands that really inspired us to do what we do. So it's been awesome. I mean, I'm glad that those bands are still doing it. And
they are your peers. You know, I mean,
it's hard to even.
It's hard to fathom. I know, right?
Yeah.
They're your contemporaries, your peers. You know, like me and this row of buildings here. There's other radio stations. These are my peers. But when you're on the stage, all those other bands become your peers too, because y'all are doing the same thing. You're creating art.
Yep.
That people are into, and that changes their lives to some degree or affects them.
Yep.
And when you're doing it live, it kind of affects them in a certain way, and a lifestyle event, if you will, where
Absolutely.
where they remember, and hopefully they'll come over to the merch table and buy your CD or download it or watch it on YouTube or do whatever. But man, listen, Brian, from 10 years, you guys are playing Rocklahoma Sunday.
Yeah.
And we'll get you in Oklahoma City soon. I'm sure we'll put you out at the Diamond Ballroom and get you a big headlining gig and whatnot. The new album came out not too long ago.
Yep.
I've been listening to the singles off of that one. Actually had a top 5 charting hit on that last one.
Yeah, Novocaine connected with people.
It did.
And, I mean, here's the thing is that song's about the numbing of life.
Yeah.
And who can't relate to that in some form or fashion,
Right,
So, it's nice. I mean, but here's the odd thing, though. Since 2005, we've kind of been the wasteland band, so to speak.
I know. You have to get past that, right?
Every show, we see a good handful of fans that sing all the songs to a certain degree.
Yeah.
But then wasteland is the one where everybody in the room is
That's
singing.
the encore.
But now, I've noticed that there's younger people that are showing up at the shows who don't make a peep during wasteland. They don't sing anything. And then as soon as we start Novocaine, they freak out.
Yeah, and they're new fans. Cool. They're new fans, yeah.
And so it's really nice to actually see that it's working.
I know, right?
You release new music and then people are gravitating towards it. So anyway, thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you to everyone that comes out. And if we don't have that support, then we're not here doing this. So.
That's right. Brian from 10 years coming by the Cat Booth, Rocklahoma 2018.
Yes.